So this week on Dean Cooks, episode 68, Carne Asada Tacos, Sous Vide. Sous Vide Carne Asada. We need some flank steak, about a third cup of soy, juice of one orange, juice of one lime, juice of one lemon, half a cup of chopped coriander or cilantro, 4 cloves of garlic, a teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of chilli powder, teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a pinch of salt, and then we're going to make some homemade tortillas for a carne asada. So here's our meat. We're going to put it straight into the bag and we'll make our marinade, pour it over. And then with this, we're not going to vac seal. We're going to get as much air as we can and just seal it. Simply with all the juice that we're going to have, vac sealing, which is squeeze it all out. And I'd rather not do that. So we will put this to the side. Come back to the mouth. So, one bowl. Here's our soy. So now the soy is not normal, but it works in this recipe. Definitely does. Don't ask me exactly why. I just added it. Well, a few different people I've seen they're adding it, and it really does work. It adds just that extra wee bit to it. So all we're going to do is take our orange and just squeeze that out. Same with the lemon and the lime. All right, I've got a few. So, and with the coriander, get that in. And then all of our spices as per the board. Now the garlic, I just ran it through my microplane. And then give this a good mix. Make sure it's all incorporated. So this is all going to go into the bag. It's going to go into the fridge overnight. So it's all going to go into the bag and then it'll go into the fridge overnight. And tomorrow morning-ish, we're having this for lunch. We will put it in our sous vide. And just move it around. You kind of give it a wee massage, you know. Make sure it makes its way in between there and on the back side and everywhere. As I was saying, this is where the fun part happens. So we have to try and vac seal this without getting all the juice. Sorry, not the juice. All of our marinade sucked out. So we're going to just try and take as much out as we can and just hit seal. Now when it seals, it does pull a wee bit of a vacuum. Now that is ready to go, so it's going into the fridge overnight and we'll see it in the morning, ready to go into the sous vide. Yes! Good night. Right, so it's the next day. There you can see it's got a lovely bit of colour in it now. So we're going into our sous vide. 125 degrees Fahrenheit, that's about 52 degrees Celsius. And it's going to stay in there for about 4 hours. And we'll be back later to make up our tortillas. See you soon. So our carne asada has been going for about 3 hours now. We're going to start making our tacos, our tortillas. So we have 480 grams of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, some baking powder. We're going for 6 teaspoons of butter for ours, and 3/4 of a cup of water by 2, whatever that is. I can't figure it out. So all we're going to put everything in, give it a good mix, and then we'll let it rest for 30 minutes. So we will put in that, and then that, and then while our butter is hot. Now you can use lard if you want. You don't have to use butter, but butter is better, in my opinion. And everything made with butter is not good for you, but it's definitely tasty. Then once we get this into a dough, we're going to wrap it and leave it for about 30 minutes, and then we'll ball it up and then press it out with our tortilla press. Just put it over there. So like I've done it before where I've made these from like the Mission ones, the Mission Deli ones, but there's that much waste with them. So that's all rolled up. We're going to put it in some cling wrap for about half an hour. So we'll come back to this in 30 minutes. Right, so to go with our tacos, we're going to make a quick pico de gallo. So all we're going to do is just cut around. We don't want the wetness. So pico de gallo, all we're just going to do is just a rough chop through this, the onion, and a bit of cilantro or coriander. Jamie will have my head for calling it anything else. I will only use half the onion. And then just take the leaves and try not to take the stems. Stems are very, give a sort of bitter taste. And again, just lightly through. That's our pico de gallo ready to go. And we'll be back in, let me see, 10 minutes to start with our tortillas. So it's been half an hour.
Nice.
We're going to take this out.
Hey, second time I've seen you today.
It should be fully hydrated.
It's only a blessing.
And we're going to cut it up into small parts. So all we're going to do these is just roll them up into a little ball. Now the bigger the ball, the bigger the tortilla is going to be. So we're going to put it in here, flip it over, and then we just press. Did I just break this? Maybe I did. I did just break this. I pressed too hard. I cracked it.
What did you crack? You cracked the whole thing.
I've cracked it here. It's okay. So, don't push too hard, like I just did.
I'm sure you can still use it though.
Oh, it's still usable. It's still usable. Now, what we're going to do is toast these in a pan, and we'll get a few shots as we go. Oh, stop what we'll do at the back here. Mesh, come on, you can give me a bit of a hand here. So I'm going to crack these out. Mesh is going to run them on the back, and we'll be back very soon.
Oh, Michelle.
Wait, she sit in the toilet?
I think she was checking like.
So, just been over 4 hours. Should be ready to go. We're going to take it out. and we're going to roast it off in the pan. So put our gas on high, nice as much as we can, cut this open and drop them in. And because this has been in for so long, it is lovely and tender.
I think the only one I wasn't invited to was the boys.
So we're going to let these sit for about 5 minutes and then we'll slice them up and they'll be perfect. So all we're going to do now is slice. We're going to slice across the grain. That way then when we do our final pull, when we're eating, we'll pull the grains apart. So nice thin slices. This should be a lovely Now you can cut these smaller. I'm not going to. But just look at those. Blushing pink. Lovely medium rare. Ready to go. Just doing the try. So, our carne asada. Homemade tacos. Marinated from last night. Beautiful piece of meat. It was beautiful. Takes a little time to do. Sous vide is a good way for it. It's not hot and fast, but as a party dish, perfect. So, till next time, see you soon. Tacos.